Hello friends, this is Lorraine with Rags to Stitches USA. Today is Wednesday, June 12th, and I want to thank you for stopping by for a visit. If this is your first time visiting with me, welcome. I hope you will stick around and watch till the end. I've got a lot of things to show. I usually try to keep my floss tubes around 30 minutes. I don't like to make them much longer than that. So I've got a lot to show, but if I'll keep a check on the clock, and if I start running long, I'll cut it off. But I sometimes will show, mostly it's all going to be cross stitch. Sometimes I may show a little bit of quilting. I may show some antiques. I may show some other types of needlework that I do, or maybe talk about my bees. I'm a beekeeper, but mostly it will always be about cross stitch. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate that very, very much. And if you have not subscribed, would you please consider doing so? I am, as I've mentioned in some of my previous videos, I am trying to get to the point where I can fight against some of these ads that are popping up. These things drive me crazy, and I know they drive y'all crazy too. So I'm trying to get to the point where I can maybe control the ads a little bit better. So all of the subscriptions and comments and likes, all of that helps to go toward that. So thank you very much for that. Enough of that. Since I visited with you guys last, I attended a retreat in Spring Green, Wisconsin, at the Country Sampler. I love that place, love that shop. If you have not been to the Country Sampler, that is probably a bucket list place that you should try to get to at some point. You walk in and it just feels like home. It's just so warm and inviting and beautiful. They have beautiful displays all over the shop. And it's kind of a quilt shop slash cross stitch shop slash antique shop slash home decor. It's just gorgeous. It's just beautiful. I'll show you a piece that I made a picture of because I want to duplicate that. I'll talk about that in a minute. I wanted to quickly give you just a very brief recap of what we experienced at the retreat. There were 3 designers that were the guests there. Brigitte from the Wishing Thorn, Jennifer with Violets and Verses, and Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. They were our designers there. It was only a 2-day, basically a 2-day event. And the designers all did a beautiful job, brought lots of eye candy for us, and just spoiled us rotten with the boxes of things that they gave us. All 3 designers gave us a box full of goodness. It was fantastic. And of course I flew, and so I didn't have a lot of room to bring back a lot of stuff. So one of the boxes had to stay behind, but I brought all the contents home with me. But anyway, I'll quickly show you some of the things that we received there. Brenda with Brenda the Serial Starter. Brenda was there, and so was Carol the Salt Box Stitcher. And I know they will probably give a much better recap than I will. And they usually have a little bit more time on their videos, so I will let them go into more detail. But for right now, I will give you just a little peek into what we got. This is the box that we received from Jennifer from the Wishing Thorn. No, I'm sorry, Brigitte with the Wishing Thorn. She, bless her heart, she had laryngitis and could hardly talk, but she powered through it. Bless her heart, she did a great job. I wanted to bring the box home because it had a pattern inside. I won't show you enough of that to copy it, but it was, so I didn't want to do away with the box. And just the way she presented it, everything was just beautiful. So the sampler that she brought was Sarah Fleer sampler 1806. There is the reproduction of the sampler. Now she had the original there as well. the antique sampler, and she had it sandwiched between two pieces of glass. So she passed that around to let everybody see. And there were places in that sampler where it was just so sheer you could see through it. It was worn so thin. And there were also places where the only thing left were the stitches. It was amazing that they preserved it as well as they did. It was fascinating to look at. So she passed that around for us. So she had been able to do a lot of research on this young lady. And she wrote her history out for us and put it in this envelope, this wax sealed envelope. And it was so sweet. I really didn't even want to open it up, but I did. And it was, I think she traced her ancestry back to the 1500s, early 1500s. So that was very cool. She gave us the linen and the flower thread to stitch this. I love these colors. Oh, this is my color. The fabric is 36 count cream and sugar from Fiber on a Whim. Very pretty. And then she also gave us a project bag, a Sarah Fleer project bag. So she also had brought along a lot of her antique sampler collection. So we were able to look at those. Oh, just gorgeous. So I really enjoyed the presentation from Birgit. Also, Jennifer with Violets and Verses was there, and she gave us a box full of goodness. And I did not bring the box home because I was running low on suitcase space, but I brought all the goodness home with me that was inside the box. She did a presentation on her sampler, Elizabeth Tooley, 1805. She had the antique there of this one as well. And on this one, the antique had a couple of verses here and here of the hymn, When I Surveyed the Wondrous Cross. And it was, I think they were over one. And I loved that on the original. So I think I'm going to try to duplicate. I made pictures of the original with her permission, of course. And I asked her if she would mind if I did that. And she was absolutely, absolutely. She was all for that. So I think that may be what I do. And I will probably start on this one sooner rather than later because it was just stunning to see the original there. She had also made a little drum from the reproduction. And here again, she gave us all of the flosses. I'm dropping things right and left over here. She gave us fabric for the sampler and for the drum. This is 36 count desert tape pattern from Fox and Rabbit. So we got enough fabric for the sampler and the drum. She gave us all of the finishing things we need, including little pens, counting pens for the drum. She even gave us a little practice piece for the Algerian eyelets, which I thought was really fun. So she even gave us a needle. I mean, it was just, she gave us everything we need. It was just, she did a beautiful job. And that was, I think, my first time ever meeting Jennifer. So I really enjoyed her presentation as well. And then Brenda Gervais did her presentation. Here again, lovely, lovely presentation. Her theme was home. And so she, here again, this is her box that she provided. And the chart is Manor at Swan Lake. I love that house. She even put little curtains in the windows. The swans, the birds at the top. It's just beautiful, beautiful. Here again, she gave us the fabric and the flosses. She even gave us a little needle minder. and some other little goodies in here. And then she had brought along her collection of show towels. And I'd never heard of show towels before. And when she used the term show towels, in my mind it brought up an image of just a, you know, a little, almost like another little sampler. But no, these were huge. They were, some of them taller than me. Not very wide necessarily, but very tall. And what these young girls would do with these is they were truly just for show. And so they would hang them up either on a door frame, on a door, or the wall beside the door, maybe going from the keeping room into the kitchen. Or someone said that they, one of the girls at my table was from from France, which bordering Germany, and so a lot of these were from Germany. And they said what they would do would they would hang these show towels in front of the utilitarian towels to hide the dirty ones and keep the pretty ones. I thought that would never work at my house. My kids would have, you know, wiped their snotty noses on that thing. That would have never worked. Sorry kids, but you know, it's true. Anyway, it was fascinating to see those. They were gorgeous. Some of them very intricate, very detailed cut work, almost like heart hanger. Some beautiful, beautiful collection. So I was really excited to get to see that. I had never seen a collection like that before. So anyway, all three designers did a beautiful job. Jeannie with Country Sampler was a lovely hostess. The shop was beautiful. The staff did an amazing job. I had a great time. So if you ever get the opportunity to attend a retreat there, I would highly encourage you. It's so worth it. And even if you don't attend a retreat there, make the trip there. It's a wonderful shop, wonderful shop. One of the things that I saw there, I picked up a few things. I didn't pick up a whole lot of goodies, and I won't bother showing you all of those. I will show them to you as I start working on them, because everything that I bought, I really do plan on working on. But one of the things that I saw, and I think, I made a picture of it. It was a set of antique sewing machine drawers, and I know you've probably all seen them, that had been taken from, you know, a sewing cabinet. And they had replaced the top with a cross-stitched piece. And I made a picture of it. Isn't that lovely? I just loved it. And so I asked about this pattern, and they said, oh yeah, we've got that pattern. And so, well, I thought I had pulled it. Maybe I'll come across it before. Oh, here it is. So the pattern is Painted Flowers by Shakespeare's Peddler. And this is stitched on 40 count Black Swan by Fox and Rabbit. So I haven't done the measurements to see how this will fit, but I have a set of those old sewing machine drawers. Now, mine's 3 drawers, and it's not quite as pretty as the ones that they had there in the shop. Mine, I don't even remember where I got these. It was either given to me by a friend they were headed to the dump, or I picked these up at like a thrift store. I know I either got them for free or for very little. There's a $1 mark on the bottom of this, so I don't know if that's from where I purchased this, or, see the $1? Or if somebody else had purchased this and then they gave them to me, but it's missing the top, of course, because this was, you know, part of a cabinet. So I wanted to make this to put on the top, to put on the top of my piece. Now my piece is, I just think it's just got so much character. It's missing a knob, and I think I can probably get another one to put on there. But if I don't know, it gives it character. But on this side, it's not real fancy. And this side it has seen better days. It needs some attention here, and it's missing one of these inlaid pieces, and I don't know if I'll be able to find a matching one. I may try to, I may not, I don't know, but I'm excited about stitching that piece for the top. I just think that that's beautiful. So I will probably start that as a birthday start. I have a birthday coming up July 2nd. And so this is probably going to be my birthday start. But I think it's so pretty. So pretty. Here again, it is called, well, I've already put, there it is. It is called Painted Flowers by Shakespeare's Peddler. So I don't know if I have a piece of fabric that's that color and that count. If I don't, I will definitely order that because I just love it. I think it's beautiful. So, also the last time that I visited with you, I was showing you my Mania whips. And I think I had gotten through the first 15 of my 24 Mania whips. And so I wanted to show you the rest of them. Some of them I only put in a few hundred stitches. Well, I think most all of these I put in around 300. That's what I was shooting for with each one of them because I was doing a different one every day. So I was shooting to put 300 stitches in each of these. The first one here, I had just barely put a start in this. I don't even know technically if I could have called it a whip because it had so few stitches in it. This is from Scattered Seed Samplers. It's Out on a Limb Pin Keep. I was a part of this club for a little while, and she has some of the sweetest little pieces. And I'm really wanting to get some small things done for like bowl fillers and that sort of thing. So this was actually this was a kit. So this is the fabric that came with the kit. Do I have that right? I think I've got that oriented right. So I don't have much of a start, but it's a start. So that was, I don't know if I have these in order or not, but this was one of my Mania pieces. Another one was Lucy Beam, Love and Stitches, Becky Noland, Though He Seemeth Sleeping. You've probably all seen this. I know a lot of people have done this already. They've already finished it. This is a picture of the antique. And Becky made up kits of this in several different colorways. And I wanted my colors to be a little bit more subdued. They're not a lot subdued, but they are a little bit more subdued. So this is my progress on that. Here I'm working with a bed sheet, as you can tell. I think this is a whole yard, which I only am using this much of, but I've got the border done, and now I'm just starting at the top and working my way down. These are some stitches there. The G and H have been stitched, but they're ghosty. But that's okay. I don't mind ghost letters. So this is Though He Seemeth Sleeping. So that's a fun one. This one, I'm not in a hurry to get it stitched, so I will probably put it in my rotation some every month, but I'm not on a deadline to finish that one, so that one will probably take a while. Another one that I'm working on is Jane Plenderleaf, 1838. I think this was a club piece with, yes, this was a ABC Schoolgirl Club kit. This is from Needlework Press. Yeah. And so I think I've got this oriented right. So I haven't even gotten to any of the fun stuff yet. I'm just doing the borders and a couple of the lines across just to kind of get myself some orientation there. And then I'll start on the fun stuff. So I kind of like doing my borders first. I don't know why. I'm a glutton for punishment, because a lot of times I do the border and then it doesn't match up, and then I grit my teeth and mumble and fume. But here again, I'm doing it again, so apparently it didn't scar me too much, because I keep doing the same thing. So that was Jane Plenderly. I can tell I'm going to have an avalanche before this video's over. Another one that I'm working on is Red and Green Carnation Sampler. And here again, I think this originally was a club piece. It was, again, with the Schoolgirl Samplery Society Club. So I think this one is on the market now, though. I think you can purchase this one. And this is from Samplers Remembered. And this is where I am on that one. So I think I'm more than halfway finished with this one, because that is the bottom of that. A couple of my friends have already finished this, and it's really pretty. Doesn't have a lot of colors in it. So I've enjoyed working on this one. So she will probably be in my monthly rotation as well. This one I've been working on for quite a while. I don't always work on this one every month. This is Memorial Day with Hands-On Design. And I am stitching this on, you know, I don't remember the color. I want to say it's a Zweigart, but I don't remember the color of blue that it is. But I like it on the blue background. I like that a lot. And you can see I'm trying to get all my white stitches done. So it's not a lot of fun, and I'll be glad when all these white stitches are over. But that's kind of what I'm working on, it's just my white stitches. But I do like this piece a lot. Alrighty, and then let's see. The Scarlet House, She Feeds Them Well. Sweet little piece. I really like that piece. I don't know if I will frame this. Let's see how big it is. The model is on 40 count, and I don't know what I'm stitching mine on. I don't know if this is 40 count or not. So I'm not really sure how big this is going to be. On 60 count, it's 6 1/4 by 6 1/2. Yeah, I don't know. But I started at the bottom. So you're just now finally beginning to see some pattern to it. There for a while, it was just a bunch of fill in, but we've got some birds. You can see the start of a flower and her shoes. And I had actually stitched the pole for the birdhouse and realized I had it in the wrong spot, so I had to tear all of that out. Oh well. I enjoy the stitching, so I'll just enjoy stitching it again. And another one that I'm working on is called Lenten Rose. This is a piece that I got at the last Country Sampler Retreat when, oh golly, I can't think of her name. Kimberly, with Samplers Not Forgotten. She was there. Is that right? No. No. Who is this? Is this Kimberly? Or was this, yeah, I think it was. Now I gotta look. Yeah, it was Kimberly. Okay. Here we go. So here again, I'm starting on the border and I'm stitching on the bed sheet. And I did that because She gave us other patterns. There's a drum kit that she gave us as well. And I wanted to, I want to make sure that I have enough room before I go cutting it. I want to make sure that I have enough room for the drum kit. So, there's the bottom. It's not the bottom. I don't think that's the bottom of the, it may be. That may be where I start taking off that way now of the border. And I've got that much fabric left, so I should have plenty for the drum. So really that's all I've got is that little single line of the border. But you'll hear me go woo when my border meets up. Isn't that a great feeling when your border matches? Oh, that's a fabulous feeling. All right, let's see, that goes with that. And no, it's not the last one, almost the last one of my manias. This is another club kit from the Scattered Seed Samplers, Seeds of Kindness. Isn't that sweet? Love that little girl and the bee skip. So I've just about finished her dress. Here again, this was barely a start when I started Mania. So that will be another sweet little stitch. And then my last one was from the Keepers of the Pens with my needle and thread. And I have stitched several of these little pin keeps from this book already. That's one that I had already stitched. There's one I had already stitched. I think that was a piece from maybe Sherry, Colorado Cross Stitcher. Maybe this was one of her summer camps or winter camps or some. This was one of her camp pieces. So I just keep stitching pieces on this big old piece of fabric. But this is the one that I just finished for Mania. Isn't that cute with the little beads and the little tomato hanging there on the thread? I just loved it. It was so sweet. So one day I will probably, one weekend, I would like to devote just as a finishing weekend and have some friends over and let us just go to town finishing, because I am not a finisher. I don't enjoy finishing. But if you have friends to do it with you, it makes it a lot more fun. I am already almost out of time. Didn't even get to show you some of the things that I've worked on since Mania. I will show you just a couple of pieces because I've got a little bit, just a few more minutes. One of the pieces that I'm working on is a piece that came out at market this year, and you've probably seen lots and lots of people working on this. It's called Strength and Dignity by Annie Turner from The Proper Stitcher. I love this. I love this. So I'm stitching this for a friend that is going through some struggles right now. And I'm getting closer. So I would like to finish this one up this month. And some of these, what is this color in here? Some of these blossoms. I'm trying to think what the color is. It's not showing up real well on the naked eye. It is Chablis from Weeks. But you have to get it in just the right light to see these flowers. But they're just so soft and pretty. And they're showing up pretty good on this. It's a lovely piece. So I can't wait to get this finished and give it to my friend. Another thing that I'm working on is one of my Christmas stockings from Mary Beale. I have started on stocking number 8. So I started at the bottom here. And so that was a lot of just solid stitching. So I think I've got all of the solid stitching done now. And I'm using the called for colors, but it certainly does not look like that. But I like it. I mean, it's a green grassy hill. So this will, more than likely, this will be my 30-minute-a-day piece. I try to do stitching that I'm not real crazy about for my 30 minutes a day. Although I love these stockings, love them, and can't wait to get them done. I need to do a bunch. Mary has 10 different stockings and I want to do all 10 plus some. But it's using 2 strands of floss, and I don't really enjoy using 2 strands of floss, but I can do it for 30 minutes a day. So that's probably what I will stick to. So I am already at my 30-minute mark. So I will save the rest of this and show you some of my things that I'm working on at my next Flosstube. I probably won't be visiting with you again until after my birthday. So hopefully I will have a birthday start. One of the things that I also wanted to start on, I couldn't decide between the sewing machine drawer, and there's another piece that some of my Alabama friends are going to be working on that I had planned to work on. I picked up this piece at market, I want to say last year. It's called This Is the Day. And I had bought several copies of the pattern because I wanted to give it to my friends and say, y'all want to stitch this with me for my birthday? Can I find that pattern anywhere? No. I do not know where I have put, I think I had 4 or 5 of that pattern. 4 or 5 copies, and I cannot figure out where that thing is to save my life. I'm missing several things. I'm missing that pattern. I am missing my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. I'm missing that. I am missing my Maria Finney. So these may all be in a bag together somewhere, and I'm just missing that little bag. So I am hoping that they are coexisting together and just having a good time, chilling out until I find them again. Oh, y'all, I am an organizational wannabe. I really do want to be more organized, and I'm working on it, but God's not finished with me yet. Anyway, so until I get more organized and until I see you again, I hope you enjoy every stitch you put into your work. Thank you for visiting with me, friends. I hope I talk to you soon. God bless.